What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a Terra Luna Classic update from the time of recording this. Now, I don't know when this is going to be posted, maybe later in the day, but we're definitely seeing some interesting things that are taking place when it comes to Terra Luna Classic, when it comes to the burn rate, when it comes to the price, comes to the volume, all of that stuff. Obviously, we want to see more and more. And I just want to give you guys a full update here and break everything down as best as possible for you guys. So, if you could, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget about following me on Patreon. The link is in the description and any other things that you see down there. Now, let's get into Terra Luna Classic because we're just seeing it go positive. Let me take this black bar off the screen. It just began to become positive today, and it's all based on the 24-hour cutoff. But if you look at it, it's at 0.0002466. Let me refresh this to make sure that it's at the best price, right? I don't know why I went home, but let's refresh this. It shows that it's down a little bit more. So never mind about it going positive. So depending on the 24-hour cutoff, that's usually where you see the peaks and valleys, right? You see these peaks, you see these valleys. So if it's at a high point, it looks like it's at the lowest point possible. But when we get to this point here at 10 o'clock, it's going to look different, right? It may look up to you guys or it may look down to you guys, depending on where you are, right? If it's 8 a.m. when I post this, that's what you're going to see it at. But right now, it keeps going back and forth. It's down 0.10%. Fluctuates between positive and negative, and apparently 6%. But we're currently at 0.0002466. We're seeing this at the lowest price, around or close to the lowest price today, or closer to the lowest price today. The volume is interesting because we're seeing the volume increase by 21%, almost 22%. And it's up to a $592 million volume day. You can also see the market cap is at 1.5. It's looking green now. I'm happy about that since it is looking green. It makes me happy. Green makes me happy. 1.5 billion in a market cap is pretty good. We obviously want to see the circulating supply it's decrease, not increase. I was going to say increase, but decrease. We want to see that fall. And we are seeing burns that are going through. It's just not reflecting on CoinMarketCap per se. Now, when they do have massive amounts of burns that are going through, we'll definitely see that. Now, with this volume, the 600 million in volume, we need to look at how much volume is on chain because that's where the burns are actually happening. I wanted to show you guys first, let's get into how much has burned, right? That would be a great place to start. So let's go to Lunic Penguins and let's see exactly where this is. If you guys want to check out Lunic Penguins, definitely check them out. They have a lot of different information about Lunic, and you can get, it seems to be overwhelming, but hopefully I can explain this on the first page. Basically, you can get into the burn tax here. That's really all you need to worry about, the burn tax and these two prices here. And you're going to see that almost 1 billion. So I'm going to basically say 1 billion has burned by the 1.2% burn tax for Lunic. We're also seeing 651,000 USTC that also has burned. So 1 billion, you're like, that's low. That's not a lot, right? If you go to the top burners, you're going to see that Lunatics token, is on there. It's at the top. MEXC is next on the list, and then 1.2% burn. This should have been at the top literally on the first day. Why should have been at the top on the first day? Because typically we see 10% of the volume flow through Terra Station or flow through on-chain burns. The problem is a lot of the exchanges didn't offer deposits and withdrawals, which are majority of the on-chain burns, and that's a major problem. So to show you that this was a thing, we're going to go to Terra Station, where Terra Station here, you're going to see 155 million on September 20th, right? That's on USTC. Then you see 16 million and 7 million. See how that dropped because of Binance and all of the other exchanges that USTC is trading on doesn't really have that volume. Same thing goes for Luna. You're seeing it at 26 billion instead of looking at 162 billion. So if you see 162 billion, you can burn off 1.6 billion there, at least 1.6 billion, because at 1% of 1.6 billion is, 1% of 162 billion is 1.6 billion. So if you see 1.2%, that's obviously going to be a little bit more. But then you have 26 billion, which would be somewhere around 200 million in a day. Then you have another day where it's about 300 million. So that's the problem. That's why we're only seeing a total of 900 million rather than the billion level that we usually see, because these exchanges are having issues, I guess. And these issues are kind of not really lining up the right way with me, right? The burn tax should be happening. It should be happening. I'm not going to say that I have a conspiracy theory that all these exchanges are not doing anything, but 26 billion in volume doesn't really seem right on chain. So then it makes people trade off chain, right? They're basically what they would do is, instead of selling their Lunic or sending their Lunic over to Terra Station or a different platform, because they can't do that, or just buying Lunic, they would buy USTC or not USTC, USDT. Then they would buy Lunic with it, right? And if they do it on spot trading, no 1.2% burn, no issues. People aren't moving money on and off their platform. That's definitely something that I thought about, but I don't know if that's the case. Conspiracy theory. Let's just go with that. It's just all theories for me. But 26.81 billion is not going to give us enough. That's really what I wanted to show you guys, is that this is the reason why. It's not because, oh, well, it's not burning enough. No, it's because the deposits aren't going through, the withdrawals aren't going through, the normal movement that we typically see isn't going through. We can see all the way up to 300 billion, which would be 3 billion coins in a day that it would burn off. I mean, that's absolutely insane if we could see that. Then we could also see higher levels, right? That's 300 billion. We can even go back further and we could see, 3.13 trillion. That would be a lot that gets burned off. 2.85 trillion, a ton that gets burned off. But for some reason, transactions have fallen literally on the day that we need to burn. I understand we could have issues. We could have a lot of issues, but to see deposits and withdrawals, a problem for Binance, for KuCoin, for Gate.io, for all of these different places. It doesn't really line up the best. And again, this is all my theory. This is all a work in progress, but it just doesn't line up the right way. And it introduces the fact that they can buy with BUSD or buy BUSD and then trade it for Lunic, which is a different way of just depositing Lunic into the platform, or withdrawing Lunic into the platform, or withdrawing Lunic out of the platform, which would most likely be the case for a lot of people, especially after an announcement that just happened with Binance. If Binance is doing all of that, they're not going to make it available for deposits and withdrawals. I don't know if it is right now. I've heard that it is, but that's like a death sentence to a lot of things. When a community doesn't believe in a CEX, that is a death sentence for that CEX, right? Not for the overall movement, because obviously Binance is big, BNB is big, BUSD is big. Everything that you really invest in on Binance or on the Binance Smart Chain is big as well. But when it comes to Terra Luna Classic on Binance, that could be something to where people end up moving a lot of their money over to Terra Station or doing something there. But anyways, that's where we're standing. We've burned over 1 billion coins in 3 days, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy that we burned, or not over 1 billion coins, but 1 billion coins in 3 days. The title is going to say different because that's just how YouTube works. You want to see those levels. 1 billion just sounds a little bit better, but it doesn't mean that we won't burn 1 billion. It just means that I'm a little bit early. Right? I'm predicting the future. That's what I'm doing. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. Pretty much all the videos today that I posted are going to be on Lunic, or were on Lunic. So if you're seeing this, we're probably already over 1 billion with the burn tax, because I'm probably going to post this somewhere around like 5 o'clock, maybe even 7 o'clock. I don't know. But hit the like button, guys, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.